to see this is horrible. This is unbelievable. He deserves to go to jail.
David Menzies in downtown Toronto outside the courthouse at Old City Hall. Well, folks, first of all, a big thank you to you. You came through for the Rebel yet again. You helped us raise about $2,000 in order to fund this Jumbotron-equipped truck to bring our message to the streets regarding that thug known as Jordan Hunt. Now, in case that name doesn't ring a bell, check out this video of Jordan Hunt actually kicking a woman because, well, he disagrees with her point of view.
It's against the law.
Somebody gets raped by somebody and they're like, I'm a 16-year-old and I can't have this baby. Think you should keep it?
It's a baby.
Yeah.
If someone is raped and she gave birth and she decided to kill her 3-year-old child.
I meant to get your phone.
But Mr. Hunt, he's a bit of a serial assaulter because he had a problem with another woman at another intersection in Toronto. This one could have gone really bad. Check out what he does to this person in front of a live lane of traffic. Now, of course, those videos went viral. He was charged with several assault charges, public mischief charges. Well, I can tell you, folks, when his trial was finally heard in mid-June, we couldn't believe it. Judge Michael Block sentenced Jordan Hunt to 8 months probation. That's right. Despite multiple eyewitnesses, despite video evidence, this person who likes to walk around and assault women just because he has an ideological disagreement with him got to skate. Well, we didn't think that was wrong. We thought the judge made a big mistake in the court of law, so we are taking this to the court of public opinion. We are bringing this truck around downtown Toronto, and, well, I guess we're publicly shaming this thug, who, by the way, was giggling after the verdict was read. So I don't think there's any contrition still to this day on Jordan Hunt's behalf, and yet we let him off the hook. Anyways, I want to thank you all again, Rebel viewers, for kicking in, and let's see what some of the people in the street have to say about this so-called slice of justice. This is an individual, there he is on camera, kicking. That was a pro-life demonstrator. He disagrees with that opinion, so he has a track record where he physically assaults women that are at demonstrations. That you were gasping there, ma'am. Can you believe it? He only got 8 months probation.
Wow. That's horrible. Yes. That's awful. I can't believe that.
I saw that video, but I didn't know that he was doing that like all the time.
Well, like if there's like multiple victims, and this is like a battery charge, no? Right?
Oh, he had several charges of assault and public mischief, and he skated on all of them.
Well, I don't even know what to say. Like, is he well connected with someone? But I don't know. Doesn't make too much sense.
I've seen this guy.
You have seen this guy. And that was him just kicking Marie Claire Bissonnette in the torso simply because she is a supporter of pro-life.
Is there a mental health issue?
I don't know, if I had a daughter or a sister, I just wouldn't want somebody like this running around scot-free.
I wouldn't either, but like I said, there's nothing we can really do. It is what it is.
Can you believe it? Despite the assaults, despite the public mischief, he was only sentenced to 8 months probation, meaning he won't do a single day in jail.
That's not right.
Here's someone who has multiply assaulted women, and he is not even going to serve a single hour in jail. And we just want to go out into the streets and ask people, and if they haven't seen what he's guilty of, that's why we have it on the Jumbotron.
He was doing, but to see this is horrible. This is unbelievable. He deserves to go to jail.
What do you do? How do you reform an individual like this, right? Could you give him prison time, or should you put him in an institution where he could get the mental health that he needs to be corrected, right? So it is a tricky one. No, he shouldn't be on the street, but he shouldn't be in prison. He should be somewhere where he could rehabilitate himself.
But I don't think 8 months is enough. I think there should be some form of community service, at least accompanying the 8 months of probation.
Especially being a male that's doing that to women, like that's not okay. And if they're dealing with the situation for 8 months probation, it's showing the women and men that they could do this to women, and it's not okay.
Yeah, no, like people shouldn't go around and kicking people because their opinions are different, right? So.
Exactly. Listen, I have a daughter. I wouldn't want someone to object with her views on things and push her out in the streets, right? So I got to think about that as well. But it is tough because people are going to prisons for driving without a license and serving a year, 2 years, and this gentleman got off scotch-free. So we got to really take a look at ourselves as a society and saying, what are we doing to really reform people and assist people to move forward with their lives, right?
We can be tolerant, but 6 months minimum. So maybe he learn a little bit what he do.
6 months behind bars, right?
Yeah, that's.
He was only sentenced to 8 months probation. What do you think of that?
I think that's disgusting. You know?
I mean, there's been almost zero media coverage about this trial. And I'm wondering maybe if the roles were reversed, that if Jordan Hunt was going around and kicking pro-choice women, you know what I'm saying, instead of pro-life, that maybe that fits the left-wing media narrative and this would be all over the front page perhaps.
Actually, yes, it probably would be. It's so true. It's just, you know what, it's probably people don't care enough about this, and that's just what it is.
I just think if he is ill, he should be getting help, and he definitely shouldn't be on the streets, roaming the streets, because that makes me feel unsafe, and I'm sure other people feel unsafe as well.
I mean, I've heard of people with multiple outstanding parking tickets that got jail time. This seems, given the eyewitnesses, given that it was all captured on video,
and it's like in broad daylight. He's like, wow. It's like.
Tell me, if from what you know of the case, if you were the judge, what kind of penalty would you have given Jordan Hunt, ma'am?
A lot of community service with women.
Something to make him think about his actions.
Exactly.
Can I ask you a hypothetical question? If you were the judge seeing all this evidence in court, what would you give him?
I would give him like 4 years.
4 years?
Yeah, 4 years. Yeah.
Me too.
Time to sit in there and think about what he did, and also show him that it's not okay. And
because he's a grown man, and
exactly.
we have to show other men that you can never do this again.
Yeah, and it wasn't like he had a bad day and lost it in one moment. He's got a history of doing this.
He likes to do this.
Yeah.
Well, in the courtroom of Justice Michael Block, Jordan Hunt skated, but when it comes to the People's Court here in the streets of downtown Toronto, they are far less forgiving. Even those who thought he didn't deserve jail time advocated that he should at least be in a psychiatric ward until he can be cured of whatever presumably afflicts him. In the meantime, our truck will continue driving the streets of Toronto as a way of putting a message out there that if you happen to see Jordan Hunt and you happen to espouse an opinion that he disagrees with, well, watch out. For the Rebel.media, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Hey folks, when the Rebel doesn't like something, when you don't like something, we literally take it to the streets. So please click like and subscribe and never miss another Rebel video.